Welcome back. My name is Dakota Oswalt. I'm the managing editor for the Northwest Missourian and your host for News in a Minute. Let's get into this week's stories. After a winter filled with speculation, Happy Garden is officially staying open. One of the restaurant owners, Jessie Ye, said they were considering closing because of how long they have been working in Maryville. She said the decision to stay was not easy. "We have made a lot of friends from customers. They were all telling us that they want us to stay," Ye said. Now, while the future of the restaurant is still uncertain, the ownership does not want its loyal customers to fret for the time being. Next, Mozingo Lake Recreation Park will soon renovate the Lions Shelter playground. The park was built in 2002 but has since had multiple pieces of equipment removed due to safety issues. Mozingo Lake Recreation Park Director Jordan Greenhaw said the playground has clear signs of wear and tear. "It's down to 4 or 5 different structures. It's not very conducive for a large age range or very many children to be able to play on it at once," Greenhaw said. Greenhaw said she hopes the construction will be able to start soon. Finally, there is only one place in Maryville solely dedicated to baking fresh pies, and that is the Little Singing Bird. The bakery's owner, Stephanie Reed, said she was partially inspired to open this business by her grandmother, who would bake pies for the Northwest community in the 60s. Reed said the name of the bakery comes from a childhood nickname of hers. "My dad used to call me the Little Singing Bird, and he passed away when I was 10, so just kind of keeping it sentimental," Reed said. The Little Singing Bird can be found on Facebook, where its rotating dessert menu is featured. Now, let's take a look at where the news has taken reporter Micah Stoley this week.
When deciding what establishment to help in Maryville, what idea really popped to third graders? I'm Micah Stoley with Digging Deeper, and sorry to be corny. I'm here at the Eugene Field Elementary School, where children found a unique way to help the Ministry Center by selling popcorn. Here's more. Eugene Field Elementary School third grade students made and sold popcorn to raise money for the Maryville Ministry Center, ultimately collecting over $300. Students had the opportunity to take on various roles: popping the popcorn, writing thank you notes, and creating flyers. Megan McQuinn, a third-grade teacher at Eugene Field Elementary School, said students were able to learn skills they will use later in life.
They're dealing with, first graders all the way through fourth graders, and some people they look up to, and some kids they maybe don't get to see every day. So it gives them definitely the people skills and the communication skills, but it also kind of gives them ownership in their own learning, which I think is a great skill to have when you're going into middle school soon, and even upper into high school too.
McQuinn said the fundraiser began as a way to teach students about the economic skills and standards that come with raising money. During this lesson, the school brought in Maryville Ministry Center Food Pantry Coordinator Tim Dean. This is when the students decided the Ministry Center was the best place to donate to. Participating students went out each day of the week to the other grade levels to sell bags of popcorn for 50 cents. The third graders also made flyers and posters to spread awareness for the fundraiser. Eugene Field Elementary School third grader Nolan Tritton said the fundraiser was fun to work at.
It felt very nice, kind for the other grades. It felt better just helping the other students get snacks if they don't have one.
There are no further plans for other fundraisers this year for the third graders, but McQuinn said the students have worked previously with other organizations such as the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Nottoway County and the New Nottoway Humane Society. McQuinn said students took great pride in helping others.
They had a lot of ownership with it actually, and I think they really took pride in knowing that this money was going to their community to help students they really know.
Students gathered in the cafeteria to show the representatives from the Maryville Ministry Center a presentation check that showcased the money raised from the fundraiser January 27th. For Digging Deeper, I'm Micah Stoley.
Welcome back to the interview portion of Digging Deeper. I'm Anna Bailey, and in this segment, I will be getting the inside scoop from the reporter of the top story each week. For this week's interview, I will be talking to Missourian Editor-in-Chief Hannah Claywell, who is working on a story about the new provost. Hello, Hannah. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So you're working on a story about the new provost. How are you gathering information about this?
It's definitely a lot of background research. Nobody on campus really knows who Rosemary Ward is yet. So I'm really going off of based on the briefs that have been put out by the university, some other news outlets, things like that. But I also do want to go past that and figure out who she is as a person. So I will be talking to her as well.
And what has the process been like covering the search for the provost?
I actually didn't do much of the reporting on the actual search process, so I'm definitely still kind of researching that, and one of our other reporters took care of a lot of that. But with a story as big as this, it is important for somebody on the editorial board to take a story like this just so there's that rapport that we can build with the person.
Great. And so who are you planning on speaking with?
So obviously, I'm going to talk to Rosemary Ward herself so I can get that inside perspective from her, figure out who she is as a person. And then University President Lance Tatum. He's always a great source for things like this because he is usually a part of the search process. I'll also reach out to the University of Cincinnati, where she previously worked in their provost office, just to see if anybody there might be interested in speaking about their experience working with her, things like that. I also might end up reaching out to the search committee that actually helped Northwest with this process.
Okay. And why is a story like this important to cover?
It's definitely important for students, especially to know who's coming on campus and going to be in such a large leadership role, especially one that has to do a lot with their education, as well as past alum, things like that, faculty, staff. All those people probably want to know who she is, and this is definitely a story that'll help get some more insight to who she is based on like the briefs, things like that. This will go definitely further than that.
Great. Thank you so much. For more stories like this, make sure to check out nwmissourinews.com or pick up a paper from one of the stands around campus. I'm Anna Bailey, and thank you for watching. See you next week.